The Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association presents Ohio County Fair Racing. Ohio County Fair Racing is brought to you by Big D's Tack and Bet Supply, Cool Winds Farm, Midland Acres, the Ohio State University Veterinary Medical Center, and thestable.ca. Now let's go trackside for all the action. Hello again, everyone, and good morning, and welcome to the Ashtabula County Fairgrounds in Jefferson, Ohio for Day 2 of racing. I'm Frank Frost, glad to have you along today for today's action on the camera. From Trot and Pace Marketing, Don Holden. So we are excited to bring you the action Day 2. A lot of clouds here, a little bit of breeze, but temperatures in the mid-70s. Been told now that the rain is going to hold off until we are done racing. So hopefully that is the case. We've got 9 races for you today. 52 horses are entered, 21 different drivers, 29 different trainers are listed. Let's learn a little bit more about the Ashtabula County Fair. We'll be back with the first race post-parade after this.
As one of the oldest fairs in the state of Ohio, the Ashtabula County Fair in Jefferson has roots tracing back almost 200 years. The first fair was organized by the County Agricultural Society as a one-day event in 1823. It focused primarily on cattle and totaled $40 in premium, 10 of which was awarded to the best 50-acre farm. After a short hiatus, the Ashtabula County Fair would return to the county courthouse with livestock displays tied to hitching posts and domestic goods exhibited through the halls. Harness racing made an appearance at Ashtabula County in the early 1870s. Standardbreds were growing in popularity around the country, and Ashtabula was no exception. Their first racetrack was only a third mile long, but it attracted great horsemen. One of the most notable horses to train out of the fairgrounds was the 1939 Hambletonian winner, Peter Astra, trained by none other than the immortal Hall of Famer, Doc Parshall. Today, the Ashtabula County Fair is a member of the Home Talent Colt Stakes and hosts 2 days of live-action harness racing.
History, tradition. For over 100 years, 2- and 3-year-old trotters and pacers have started their careers on the tracks of the Home Talent Colt Stakes. See the future stars of Ohio harness racing at one of the Home Talent's 15 tracks. The stars of tomorrow are racing at a track near you today. The Home Talent Colt Stakes. You can't win them if you aren't in them. Bow River Jewelry has been the premier designers of sulky jewelry for more than 30 years. We incorporate today's fashion designs to create a unique piece of jewelry only found at Bow River. Visit bowriverjewelry.com today.
Welcome back to Jefferson, Ohio, up in the northeastern part of the state, Ashtabula County, as we get set for Day 2 of racing from the Ashtabula County Fair. Yesterday it was Filly Day. Today it's Colt Day, so we will have 9 races, all with the Colts. So we're excited to have that as we get set to go here. The first race will begin in about 10 minutes, post time for the first. It's the first of 2 divisions for 2-year-old colt and geldings. Purse is $5,815 for this race. The total purse, $11,530. One change in the first race. Matthew Burkholder
horses have been called out for the first race.
Will drive the number 3. Chris Lems was named on number 3, Photo Tom, and number 4, Phantom Tom. As you can tell, both of them are long toms, and that would be a little confusing, but Chris has chosen to drive the Scott Cox trained number 4 Phantom Tom. Taking a look at the field, the number 1, Another Long Song. Jason Thompson will drive for trainer Gary Martin. So far this year, Another Long Song has started 4 times, a win and 3/3. Those 2/3, the last 2 times out, those both coming despite breaks in the race. Another Long Song by Long Tom out of the striking Sabra mare Reba's Song. The number 2 is Global Cyclone. Jeff Conger trains and drives, looking for its first victory of the year. Does have a second place in 4 starts. That second place coming last time out on the 10th of August at Berea. Global Cyclone by Stormin Normand out of the Andover Hall mare, Can't Get Over You. The number 3, Photo Tom, Matthew Burkholder will drive. He also trains. Photo Tom by Long Tom out of the classic Photo mare, Photo Savvy, making its first start as a 2-year-old. It has been in 2 qualifying races at Northfield. The first one finished in 7th, came back in the second race back on June 17th and finished 2nd. So a bit of a layoff for Photo Tom, almost 2 months laid off. The number 4, Phantom Tom, also a Long Tom out of the Train for the Future mare Rose Run Marcy. Chris Lems will drive for trainer Scott Cox. 6 starts this year, has a win and a second. The win came back in the Buckeye Stallion Series back on July 5th at Northfield, a winner by 2.5 lengths. Greg Grismore was in the bike. Last time out, also in the Buckeye Stallion Series, but this time over in Urbana, finished 2nd, 4.5 lengths back. Chris Lems did drive Photo Tom back at Painesville back on the 27th, finished 5th with Chris Lems in the bike. The number 5 is Gotta Have Cash, driven and trained by Rory Moore. Has made 1 start this year. That was at Mansfield. Finished 6th. That's the only start for the 2-year-old gelding by Cash Hall out of the Viva Rova mare, Gotta Have More. And the number 6 is Floyd of Rosedale. Charlie Myrick drives and trains. 5 starts this year, a win and a second. The win coming the last time out at Berea, winning by 2.5 lengths. Floyd of Rosedale, 2-year-old gelding by Southwind Spirit after the Donerail, out of the Donerail mare Puffed Up. So 1 of 3 for Charlie Myrick today. As I said earlier, 21 drivers are scheduled to drive today. Kurt Sugg is listed on 8 of those, and Chris Hirschberger will drive 6 of those. Sugg will drive in every race except the first. And on the training side, 29 different trainers. Herman Hagerman has 6 entries today. Corey DeErman and Chris Hirschberger have 4 each. As I had mentioned, Charlie Myrick, he'll have 3, as will Edward Miller, Jeff Conger, Scott Cox, and Vernon Beachy. They all will send 3 to the gate today. 9 races on tap for you today. In addition to the stakes races that we have scheduled for today, we will also have the free-for-all in the 9th, the Lawrence Housel Memorial, which will have 6 horses in that race. And then we're going to have something a little special after that. We're going to have a 10th race today, an Amish race. So we will have that for you as well, as the horses are starting to make their way to the track for the post parade.
Here are the horses onto the racetrack for the first race. Home Talent Colt Stakes, First Division. 2-year-old colt and gelding trotters. 1 Another Long Song, add trotting hopples with Jason Thompson. 2 Global Cyclone, Jeff Conger. 3 Photo Tom, driver change to Matt Burkholder. 4 is Phantom Tom, Chris Lems. 5, Gotta Have Cash, Rory Moore is up. And the 6, Floyd of Rosedale with Charlie Myrick in the sulky. That is the field for the first race in memory of Bob Spellman. Win Play Show, Quinella, Daily Double Wagering, Matthew Burkholder on the 1. Second race, second half of the double, I have Emmanuel Miller on 6.
So those are your 2 driver changes for this. 2-year-old colts and geldings.
Note here for the horsemen and for the fans, Amish warm-up after race.
The first division, total purse 11,536 of them will go to the gate here at the Jefferson County Fair, which had an awful lot of rain yesterday, moved through the area. In fact, our racing start was delayed. We were scheduled to start at 11:30, but due to the rain, that got pushed back to 1 o'clock. The parking lot, though, just a quagmire of mud. Everywhere you walked out there, it was mud. They do have shuttles driving people from their cars onto the fairgrounds. A few little puddles still down along the rail and into that first turn. You can see some standing water still from the rain. No rain expected today until later on in the evening, maybe about 6 o'clock is what they said. We also had a lot of rain last night at Urbana. Surprised that they ended up getting the whole card in, but it was like a monsoon came in and got to the point that we had to shut down all our equipment to kind of stay dry, but fired it back up, able to bring you the races. Today, 2 fairs going on in the state of Ohio for racing. We have the Hartford Fair in Croton, and Susan Schroeder is there today. That'll start with a 12 o'clock post time. You can catch that over on our Facebook page. So hopefully be flipping back and forth between the 2 live streams of our racing as we get set to go here. Mike Wolkenberg's starting gate waits on the back side for the horses to form up before him as they are all now on the back stretch. We'll see how soon before Mike starts his gate rolling and we get underway from the Jefferson County, from the Ashtabula County Fairgrounds in Jefferson, Ohio. Bit of a breeze blowing across the track today as the starting gate begins to roll, and we will send it up to Ayers Ratliff with the call of the first from the Ashtabula County Fairgrounds.
Starter has the horses for the first race. 2-year-old Colton Gelding Trot, purse $5,815. Still time to get those daily doubles in. You'll have to hurry. This one in memory of Bob Spellman, long-time fair board member here at the Ashtabula County Fair. We approach the start for the first race. It's 76 degrees. The track is fast. And it's post time as they're off and trotting. Another long song goes out looking for the lead. Global Cyclone is there in second on the outside. Phantom Tom swings up in third. Floyd of Rosedale is fourth. Gotta Have Cash is there in fifth. And Photo Tom after a break is the trailer. So they will straighten up off the turn and move up the backstretch. Another long song. And Jason Thompson out there playing Catch Me If You Can. Phantom Tom is there in second. Over there to be third is Global Cyclone, and fourth is Floyd of Rosedale. Further on back to Gotta Have Cash. Further back yet to Photo Tom. They went by the quarter in 32 seconds. Into the turn they go. It's another long song who is the leader. In their second, Phantom Tom. Global Cyclone is third. Floyd of Rosedale is just bumbled and fumbled there. He came right back down trotting though. Gotta Have Cash is next, and the trailer, Photo Tom. Driving down here to the halfway mile mark of the race. Another long song is the leader. Phantom Tom right there in second. Global Cyclone third. Floyd of Rosedale to the outside fourth. A half in 105. Next is Gotta Have Cash. with Photo Tom. They swing around the turn. They'll straighten away into the backstretch. The leader, another long song. Floyd of Rosedale is moving up for Myrick. At the rail comes Phantom Tom. Then we have Global Cyclone. Way back then to Gotta Have Cash. And Photo Tom says, hey guys, wait for me, as they go by 3/4. Another long song by a length and 3/4. They went by that beam in 1:36 and 2. Moving around the final turn, another long song trying to see it through. Phantom Tom is right there in second. Floyd of Rosedale is tired. Global Cyclone has saved a lot of ground as they swing through the stretch. It's another long song. Phantom Tom is on the outside. Global Cyclone at the rail. Another long song from start to finish. Phantom Tom in for second. Global Cyclone is third. Time of the mile, 2:06.
Your winner, another long song, went to the lead at the beginning and never relinquished at all and held on to pick up win number 2 of the year. This time a flat line, and that leads to the victory. Second was Phantom Tom with Chris Lems, and Global Cyclone was third. Gotta Have Cash had the pocket trip, just tired, and at the halfway mark, Floyd of Rosedale with Charlie Myrick went up but got parked and unable to maintain it and ended up finishing fourth. But your winner, another long song in had the half in 1:36 in the final. Did not get the final call from air, so we'll get that here in a minute. Another long song was the second choice. The first choice was the number 4, Phantom Tom, at 6-5. Another long
Coming back
song.
in front of the stands after winning the first race, the one, another long song. This a 2-year-old bay-gutted son of Long Tom at a Reba's song by Striking Sabra. Oh, by Gary Martin, Noah Byler, B. Kleinberg Racing. Gary Martin is the trainer. Jason Thompson, the winning driver. Time of the mile, 2:06.
Time of the mile, 2:06.
This race in memory of Bob Spellman, longtime fair board member here at the Ashtabula County Fair. Bob spent countless hours volunteering here to make the fair go. He was in charge of the truck and tractor pools and other areas as well. Bob Spellman is honored here by the first race.
First race goes in 2:06.
1-4-2. It's official.
So official now. The winner, another long song, wins it. Second to Phantom Tom, and third Global Cyclone. 32 for the first.
So another long
quarter.
song was the winner. Global Cyclone third. Photo Tom sixth. Phantom Tom was second. Gotta Have Cash was fifth. Floyd of Rosedale finished fourth. 1, 3, 6, 2, 5, 4 on the bottom. 32, 105, 136 and 2. The mile time, 2:06. Bring them on the track for the upcoming second race. Bring them out for race 2.
So
here in race 2, we have Win Play Show.
So the first race is in the books. As the track fast today, Pacers go in. The Trotters went in 2:06 for the first race. They're coming on for the second. It'll be 3-year-old Colton Geldings in the pace, the first of 2 divisions, when we return to the Ashtabula County Fairgrounds in Jefferson, Ohio. When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com. Most orders ship that day, or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Cool Winds Farm in Lima, Ohio wants to thank all the breeders that supported our first season standing the trotter, Muscle Diamond. Cool Winds also welcomed the proven sire, Mr. Apples, to our stallion barn. Randy and Kim Haynes also stand the only full brother to some beach somewhere, Bring On the Beach, sire of Heart of Chewbacca. Visit the Cool Winds consignment at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway Ag Center on Friday, September 17th.
Welcome back to the Ashtabula County Fairgrounds, day 2 of racing. Glad to have everybody along for today. A cloudy day up here in the northeastern part of the state of Ohio. We've got 6 ready to go to post for this, the second race. 3-year-old Colton Geldings, first division, total purse $10,662. These 6 horses will be going for half of that, $5,281. And the number 1 is Arthur. David Lake will drive for trainer Larry Claybaugh. And 3-year-old Gelding by Arthur Blue Chip out of the Red River Hanover mare Alley in 2021. 18 starts, a win, a second, and 5 thirds. That win coming back at Northfield on June 30th, a winner by 1 1/4 lengths. David Lake gets the drive today. The number 2 is Big Boss Hill. Jason Thompson will drive. Pamela Young is the trainer. Jason will be looking for his second win back-to-back, try to sweep the daily double. 2021, 16 starts, 6 wins, 2 seconds, and 3 thirds. Has hit the board 5 of the last 6 races. A 3-year-old Gelding by Racing Hill out of the Art Major mare Cosmo Blue Chip. Last time out, finished second in Mansfield, was a winner 2 races ago at Lisbon. Has seen some action in the Buckeye Stallion Series, collecting a win July 4th at Northfield. The number 3, Bad Boys Rule. Chris Hirschberger does the training and the driving. This maiden has had 4 starts this year. Did not start as a 2-year-old. Has not hit the board yet. Had a couple of qualifying races at Northfield. Did not finish the first one. The second one finished 7th. Number 4, Racing My Beamer with Kurt Sugg in the bike. Miles Woolham is the trainer. 3-year-old Gelding by Racing Hill out of the Life Sign mare Beamer. And here's the post parade.
Here are the pacers for the second race. 1 is Arthur and David Lake. 2, Big Boss Hill, Jason Thompson. 3, Bad Boys Rule, Chris Hirschberger. 4, Racing My Beamer, Kurt Sugg drives. 5, BB Wrangler and Keith Cash Jr. 6, Let's Terror, driver change Emmanuel Miller in the sulky. That is the field for race number 2, Home Talent Colt Stakes, 3-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers. A purse $5,281. This one sponsored by Riceland Meadows. Win Play Show, Quinella Trifecta Wagering, here in the second.
So we'll pick it up where we left off. Racing My Beamer. Racing Hill out of the Life Cycle mare Beamer. Kurt Sugg in the bike. 11 starts this year, a win, 4 seconds, and 2 thirds. That win coming back at Northfield on June 16th. Last 2 times out. Hit the board second at Northfield on the 30th of July, and 3 days prior was at Painesville, where Racing My Beamer finished second. Career 5 wins in 24 lifetime starts. The number 5 is BB Wrangler. Keith Cash Jr. drives for Isaiah Schrake. 10th start of the year, a couple of wins, a second and a third.
Just another reminder that any non-winning pari-mutuel ticket.
Gelding by Southwind Wrangler out of the Misfit mare True Redemption. Last time out was at Mansfield, finished in 6th. Did pick up a win 3 races ago at Mount Vernon. Squeezed in there was a race at Lisbon, finishing in 2nd. Lifetime 20 starts, 2 wins. And the number 6, Let's Terror, driver change. Don Irvine Jr. scheduled to drive. Emmanuel Miller, though, will be in the bike, trained by Herman Hagerman. Gelding out of Western Terror and the big towner mare Let's Dance. 2021, 13 starts, no wins, 3 seconds, 3 thirds. Does have 4 lifetime victories and 25 starts. Has hit the board in 3 of the last 4 races. Still looking for that first win of 2021. So 6 will go to post here in the second, a purse of $5,281. We talked about Kurt Sugg having 8 drives today in races 2 through 9, and busy day for Kurt as well as Chris Lems. They are both, when they are finished here, they're making the 2-hour and 45-minute drive, probably 3 hours based on where Scioto Downs is, to Columbus, where they will drive tonight at El Dorado, Scioto Downs. Kurt said he's in one of the later races. Chris Lems, I believe, said he was in the 6th, so they will be trucking it out of here as soon as they are done and heading 90 to 271 and down 71 to get to El Dorado, Scioto Downs for the rest of the racing. So Jason Thompson will look for the double, as he was the winner in the first race, with another Long Song, who picked up his second win of the year. We just got word that Croton has delayed their first post time, so they were scheduled to start at noon. We have now been told that they will not start until 1 o'clock. So you can catch that over on our Facebook page, and that's where we'll have those races. You can also see all the races at harnessracingohio.com, our newest website that we are still rolling out. We got a few bugs we're working out, but you can also catch all the races there, as well as
starters called him in for the second race, sponsored by Riceland Meadows.
Let's set it up to Ayers Ratliff for number 2.
Colt and Gelding Pacers. The gate is rolling. Starter Becky Schendeldecker's got him at the top of the stretch for the second race, and here they come. They're off into pacing, and it's Racing My Beamer trying for the lead. Got caught wide around the initial turn. Also leaving well, Big Boss Hill, and Big Boss Hill trying to be the boss here. On the outside is Racing My Beamer. Off stride was Bad Boys Rule as they move into the backstretch. So the leader is Big Boss Hill. Arthur is in the pocket. Racing My Beamer took back, settled in their third. BB Wrangler is in fourth. Let's Terror in fifth. And Bad Boys Rule was a bad boy around the turn and made an early break. By the quarter and 30 seconds flat, so out there with the lead, it's Big Boss Hill. Jason Thompson trying to go gate to wire again. Arthur is there in second. Racing My Beamer looks him over from third. BB Wrangler is tipping to the outside fourth. Looking to follow is Let's Terror. And the trailer is Bad Boys Rule as they drive down here to the half. And it's Big Boss Hill on the lead. Now to the outside, Racing My Beamer as they went by the half. In 1 minute, 1/5 around the turn they go. Big Boss Hill on top. Right there in second, Arthur on the outside is Racing My Beamer in third. BB Wrangler is out there fourth. Covered up in fifth is Let's Terror. And the trailer is Bad Boys Rule as they continue by 3/4. Big Boss Hill on top, 3/4 of a length. Outside, Racing My Beamer. Arthur is third, moving by the 3/4 and into the final turn. Big Boss Hill there, 1:30 and 2/5. Into the turn they go. Arthur is right there in second on the outside. Racing My Beamer. They're at the top of the lane, and down Down the stretch they come. Big Boss Hill. Arthur up the inside. Let's Terror. Big Boss Hill. Jason Thompson just rolling today. Big Boss Hill to win. Arthur second. Let's Terror is third. Time of the mile, 2 minutes, 1/5.
Jason Thompson completes the daily double himself, this time with Big Boss Hill, went right to the lead and never relinquished it. Kurt Sugg tried to get out with Racing My Beamer, but unable to clear, and gave the lead up to Big Boss Hill. Arthur sat in the pocket, tried to make a charge at the end, but unable to, and it'll go Big Boss Hill, Arthur, and Let's Terror will finish third. Final time, 2 minutes and a fifth. As the winner will make his way around. So Big Boss Hill picks up win number 7 in 17 starts. Went off as the 1-2 favorite. Racing My Beamer was the second.
Moving back in front of the stands after winning our second race, it is the 2, Big Boss Hill. Big Boss Hill, a 3-year-old bay-gutted son of Racing Hill at a Cosmo Blue Chip by Art Meacher. Owned by Big Dog Racing, trained by Pamela Young and Jason Thompson. Didn't come today to play around. That's 2 races, 2 wins for Jason Thompson. This went home in 2 minutes, 1/5. Race 2, sponsored by Riceland Meadows.
Jason Thompson in the winner's circle for the second time in 2 races, and trying to stick to the motto that Kane Kaufman had at Urbana on Tuesday. Kane was down in the winner's circle.
So hey. Arthur was second. Big Boss Hill the winner. Bad Boys Rule 6th. Racing My Beamer was 4th. BB Wrangler 5th. Let's Terror 3rd. 2:16, 4:53, 30 seconds. 1 minute, 1/5. 1:30 and 2/5. The mile time, 2 minutes, 1/5. Bring them out for the third race. Bring them out for race number 3. Third race sponsored by James Auto Stable.
As I was saying,
win place.
Kane Kaufman said at Urbana, you can't win them all if you don't win the first. And Jason Thompson, you can't win them all unless you win the first 2. So he's got the first 2, but I don't think Jason's got another drive until the 4th, so he's not up on anything here in the third. We'll head to the third. It's the 2-year-old Colton Gelding, the first division of the pace, going for a purse of $5,581. We'll be back to tell you the field after this message.
For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm with 500 acres of pasture for breeding to boarding and on-site veterinarian care, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Visit us September 17th at the Pickaway County Fairgrounds and get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Pet Rock, and Long Tom. Midland Acres, doing our best to bring you the best.
Your animals provide unconditional love. When they hurt, you want the best care available to help them enjoy life again. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center is here for you and for them. From heart disease to cancer, diabetes to broken bones, and 24-hour emergency services, Ohio State's team of experts make a difference in the lives of animals and the family members who love them. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center.
Selling your horse? Sell for free. No fees, no commissions. The only free auction site in the industry. There's no problem selling your horse at harnesshorseauction.com.
Welcome back to Jefferson, Ohio, the home of Keith Connors and Dick the Stick Smith. Two of my college fraternity brothers lived here and never had the chance to visit when we were in school. I texted Keith today and told him I was back in his neck of the woods. So finally get my chance to stop in Jefferson, Ohio as we get set for the third race of our day, 9 races. We have a field of 6. Maximum Overdrive, number 1 with David Lake. Number 2 is Xenia with Vernon Beachy driving. Number 3, Justin Irvine will drive Let's Get a Pet Rock. Number 4 is Guns Blazing, Keith Cash Jr. in the bike. Number 6, Louis Osborne, Kurt Sugg drives. And the number 6 is Willie Dilly. Chris Hirschberger will do the driving for this, the third. The number 1, Maximum Overdrive with David Lake for trainer Claire Umholtz. A maiden, one of 2 in this race, making just its second start, finished 8th back on July 21st at Northfield, has had 4 qualifying efforts, a 5th last time out on August 4th at Northfield. Maximum Overdrive by Well Said out of the Tell-All mare, Nobody's Business. Number 2 is Xenia. Vernon Beachy drives and trains. Was a winner in the Buckeye Stallion Series last time out at Urbana. That was the only win in 4 starts. Also has a 3rd place to show. That came a couple of races ago, 3 races ago at Mount Vernon. Has raced twice in the Buckeye Stallion Series. Won the one, as I said, at Urbana at Scioto Downs. Finished 4th. Was scheduled in the first leg at Northfield, but was a scratch, was 6th. Xenia, a gelding by Racing Hill out of the Sportsmaster mare Determination Plus. The number 3, Let's Get a Pet Rock, as you can tell by the name, by Pet Rock out of the Big Towner mare Let's Dance. Justin Irvine will drive. Herman Hagerman trains. 4 starts so far this year. Picked up a win the last time out at Mansfield. Won by a neck. Also has a 3rd place to show. Did have a 2nd in qualifying back at Northfield in June. The number 4, Guns Blazing. Keith Cash Jr. will drive for Donald Lark Jr. 2-year-old colt by Western Vintage out of the 3rd straight mare Split Screen. Has a couple of wins in 4 starts, back-to-back wins, coming at Berea on the 10th, and then prior to that at Lisbon. Big winner at Berea, won by 7.5 lengths. Won by a length and a quarter at Lisbon. The number 5, Louis Osborne, Kurt Sugg will drive. Eric Hamlet is the trainer. 2-year-old gelding by Yankee Cruiser out of the On the Attack mare Osborne's Gypsy. The other maiden in this race. 6 starts, no wins, a couple of 2nds, and a 3rd. One of those 2nds coming in the Buckeye Stallion Series back on July 12th. Finished 2nd at Northfield. Raced in the Buckeye Stallion Series at Urbana earlier this week and finished 8th, was distance. Ryan Stahl was in the bike for that race. Kurt Sugg has driven this horse 3 times, as a 2nd and a 3rd on the lines with Kurt Sugg in the bike. And the number 6 is Willie Dilly. Chris Hirschberger is the driver. Dan Walski does the training. A 2-year-old colt by We Will See out of the McCardo mare Candy for the Lady. Also a maiden making its very first start. Does not have any qualifying, as here comes the post parade for the 3rd.
Here are the horses for race number 3, Home Talent Colt Stakes. 2-year-old colt and gelding pacers, purse $5,581. 1, Maximum Overdrive and David Lake. 2 is Xenia with Vernon Beachy up. 3 is Let's Get a Pet Rock and Justin Irvin. 4, Guns Blazing, Keith Cash Jr. 5, Louis Osborne and Kurtzog. And the 6, Willie Dilly with Chris Hirschberger in the sulky. No change here in the third race. Win, play, show. Quinella Wagering, sponsored by James Auto Stable.
Third race from the Ashtabula County Fairgrounds in Jefferson, Ohio. Number 1, Maximum Overdrive. Number 2, Xenia. Number 3, Let's Get a Pet Rock. Number 4, Guns Blazing. Number 5, Louis Osborne. And number 6, Willie Dilly. Gentleman across the aisle from me has a very good-looking gyro right there. I took a walk before. This may be the longest fair food lineup I have ever seen. It just goes on and on and on. You start at one end of the grandstand and it goes to the other end of the grandstand, all the food stands, all the trucks and everything, and it just continues to keep going and going and going. Something different here, pierogies. So we may have to try those at the end of the day today. Add that to the list of different fair foods that I've consumed so far this year. Saving a couple of the favorites, gyro and Italian sausage, for later in the year. But without a doubt, so far the best was the pork wrap at Urbana. In fact, went for 2 of those, one on Tuesday and one on Thursday, on the 2 days I was there. OHHA coverage of County Fair Racing continues this afternoon, 1 o'clock now, the new post time at Croton. Susan Schroeder is on location there as they get set to go. And then tomorrow, back at Croton at noon. Sunday, we are in Zanesville. I'll be there with Don Tiger. Also Sunday, we'll have Austin Scott and Jessica Schroeder at Salina. 12:30 post time from Salina, 1 o'clock post time from Zanesville, as we continue right into the heart of the Ohio Fair racing season. Right now, we have completed 29 fairs, and we will be at 31 after Zanesville. Officially, 32, because Jefferson will be over, Croton will be over, Zanesville, Salina goes 2 days, so we will be at the 32 fair mark. That's basically the halfway mark, since we race at 65 fairs. County and independent fairs across the state. So we have hit the halfway mark. It's just amazing how quickly this summer has gone. And we've had a little bit of rain, but only 3 cards have been canceled. So we get set to go. Starting gate is rolling. Let's send it up to Ayers Ratliff.
Colton Gelding Pacers. The gate is rolling. Purse $5,581 at the top of the stretch for the third race. And here they come. They're off into pacing. Maximum Overdrive using that rail to his advantage right alongside Xenia. Maximum Overdrive has made a break. Lake lost that one as they move around the turn and head on into the backstretch. Xenia is on the lead, but up on the outside, Guns Blazin'. So Guns Blazin' is now up top. Xenia is there in second. Louis Osborne pacing third. Willie Dilly is fourth. Then comes Maximum Overdrive and Let's Get a Pet Rock. They went by the opening fraction out there with the lead. It's Guns Blazin'. Guns Blazin' is there in 31 and 2. Over there to be second as they pace around the turn is Xenia to the outside now. Is Louis Osborne. Then we come back to Let's Get a Pet Rock with Maximum Overdrive and Willie Dilly. Driving here in front of the stands for the first time, and guns blazing on the lead. On the outside in second is Louis Osborne. Right there, Xenia's third. Moving up is Let's Get a Pet Rock in fourth. Then comes Willie Dilly and Maximum Overdrive the half. In 103. They'll straighten away off the turn and pace up the backstretch with guns blazing. Firing out there with the lead on the outside in second, Louis Osborne. Up the rail is Xenia, who is third over there fourth. Let's Get a Pet Rock with Willie Dilly and Maximum Overdrive as they pace by 3/4. Guns blazing, still the boss. Over there in second is Louis Osborne. Right there is Xenia. 3/4, 135, and around that final turn, guns blazing. On the outside is Willie Osborne. All on the inside, Eating Racing Room, Xenia. Now Let's Get a Pet Rock is lost stride. They swing through the stretch, and the leader, Guns Blazing, who is on top. Xenia needs Racing Room. It is Guns Blazing to win. Xenia is there in second and pacing third, Louis Osborne. Time of the mile, 2:04.4.
Your winner, number 4, Guns Blazing with Keith Cash. The key today has been get to the lead, and it holds through the first 3. Gate to Wire. Second was Xenia. Third was Louis Osborne, but was out of stride at the finish line, so we'll have to wait and see. I don't think that they will change the finish. The number 3, Let's Get a Pet Rock, after the break finished third. Then it was Maximum Overdrive and Willie Dilly. Time of the mile, 2 minutes, 4 seconds, and 4/5. It was a dash to the first turn with Maximum Overdrive, Xenia, and Guns Blazing, and Guns Blazing was able to clear and get first place. Kurt Sugg took Louis Osborne first
Back
over
in
at
front
the
of the
half.
stands after winning the third race, it's for Guns Blazing. Guns Blazing, a 2-year-old bay colt by Western Vintage at a split screen by Third Straight. Owned and trained by Don Lark Jr., Keith Cash Jr., the winning driver. Time of the mile, 2:04.4. We do thank Kelly Ringer, Whispering of Pines, Cowboy Magic Products for a big donation for the winning horsemen here today. Getting a whole bucket of goodies to help care for those equine horses.
As you heard her say, the
Third race sponsored by James Auto Stable.
get a nice bucket of supplies. As we wait for the official rundown, here we go.
And it's official.
So Guns Blazing is the winner. Xenia finishes second. Louis Osborne was third. Let's Get a Pet Rock fourth. Maximum Overdrive fifth. And Willie Dilly will finish second. 31-2 for the
Maximum Overdrive was fifth, Xenia second. Let's Get a Pet Rock fourth. Guns Blazing the winner, Louis Osborne third, Willie Dilly sixth. 5-2-4, 136, 31-2, 103, 135, 204-4. Race 4 is next. Bring them out for the fourth race. Win, Play, Show, Quinella Trifecta Wagering. No change here in the fourth race, sponsored by Doherty Trucking. Bring them out for the fourth.
5 will go to the gate for the fourth from the Ashtabula County Fairgrounds when we return after these messages. When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigDWeb.com. Most orders shipped that day, or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Welcome back to day 2 of racing from the Ashtabula County Fairgrounds in Jefferson, Ohio. Nice crowd on hand in the grandstand today. Cloudy skies, some clouds overhead, a little breeze blowing in, temperature about 77 degrees. It was a hot one yesterday across the Buckeye State. A lot of rain popped up all over the place. Rain here as well. Parking lot really wet here. In fact, you take a look in the infield just in front of those grandstands, you can just see the mud there. Not sure if they held an event there last night or not, but I think that'd be one of those. Let some kids out there, let them run wild and see which mom could get the clothes clean. Or dad's. Dad's in charge of the laundry. But we get set for the 4th. The number 1, Dundee's Top Choice, Jason Thompson will drive. The number 2, Outreach with Chris Lems. Number 3, it's Watch My Brass, Chris Hirschberger. Number 4, Banker Bro with Kurt Sugg. And the number 5, Norman Hill, Charlie Myrick will drive. 3 maidens in this race, the number 1, the number 3, and the number 4. 2-year-old colts and geldings on the trot. The number 1, Dundee's Top Choice, a 2-year-old colt by Spring Goal out of the Andover Hall mare Yes to the Dress. Jason Thompson will drive. Joseph Cramp is the trainer. 3 starts, has yet to hit the board, has had a break in every start, and each break coming at the 3/4 mark. The number 2, Outreach with Chris Lems, has 3 wins in 6 starts, and those 3 were 3 in a row. That string was broken earlier this week at Urbana in the Buckeye Stallion Series. Outreach went to the lead with Chris Lems in the bike, had the lead until the stretch, finished 3rd, a length and 3/4 back. 2 of the 3 wins, though, have come in Buckeye Stallion Series action. Or pardon me, 1 of the 3 wins has come in Buckeye Stallion Series action. That was back at Northfield on the 17th or 19th of July. Rallied at the 3/4 mark to go on to win by a half a length. The Uncle Peter gelding is out of the Lucky Chucky mare, Love Being Lucky. The number 3 is Watch My Brass. Chris Hirschberger trains and drives. 5 starts this year. Has not hit the board in a race. Did finish 3rd in a qualifier back on July 1st at Northfield. Watch My
Let's
Brass
get together, line them up.
has been having troubles with breaks as well. Only clean line was at Painesville when he finished 6th. The other 4 races have all had breaks in them. The number 4 is Banker Bro with Kurt Sugg in the bike. 5 starts this year, 3 thirds, has hit the board with those thirds in 3 of the last 4 races. Last time out at Northfield, finished 3rd by 3 3/4. Trotted in 2 minutes, 2 seconds, 2:02 and 3. Here's the
race number 4, Home Talent Colt Stakes. 2-year-old Colton Gelding Trotter, sponsored by Jim Doherty Trucking. Win, place, show, Quinella, trifecta, no change here in the 4th. 1 is Dundee's Top Choice with Jason Thompson. 2, Outreach, Chris Lems up. 3, Watch My Brass and Chris Hirschberger. The 4, Banker Bro with Kurt Sugg. And the 5, Norman Hill, Charlie Myrick in the sulky. That is the field for the 4th race. No change. Win, place, show. Quinella trifecta wagering.
The number 5 in this race, Norman Hill, trained and driven by Charlie Myrick. The 2-year-old gelding by Storm and Normand out of the Semper Fi Hall Cherry Hill. Record of 1 win in 5 starts. Also has a 3rd place finish, that coming at Mansfield. A winner by a half a length, trotting in 2 minutes and 13 seconds and 4/5 to pick up that win. And a chance to talk to Charlie a little bit this morning before things got going here. Talked to his dad, David, as well. David, one of our long-time, all-the-time viewers. Had a chance to talk to him during the week. Said he was going to be tuning in today to watch his son race, hoping to make it up from Florida. Probably a lot hotter in Florida today than it is up here in Ohio. I'm not sure about yesterday, though, but definitely today. A little bit of a breeze blowing. The breeze looks like it's picking up a little, blowing right into the grandstand. We are in a covered grandstand, which is nice in the event of some inclement weather. Jason Thompson with 2 wins out of the first 3 races. He'll be looking to make it 3 for 3 for him with drives. The other win was Keith Cash Jr. with guns blazing last race out. Fair standings so far. You got to give Roger Houston a lot of credit. Roger is over in Ireland for the Vincent Delaney, yet this morning when I woke up, I had the update from Roger with the standings through 29 fares of the drivers. Number 1, Ronnie Gillespie with 48 wins, but Jeff Nysonger just continues to chip away at that lead. He now has 41 victories, and right behind Jeff Nysonger is Cam McGowan, who has 39 victories. In 4th is Don Irvine Jr. with 23. Don was scheduled to drive here today. He was listed on 2 horses, but not here, so he will not pick up any ground. I believe they said he was down in at the Hartford Fair today. In 5th place, it's Dan Noble with 21 wins. Austin Hanners is in 6th with 17. Kurt Sugg looking to move into a tie with Austin Hanners. He has 16 wins and 7th in the standings. Then there's a tie for 8th with Chris Presley and Alex Hawk, both with 15 wins, and B.J. Roberts, now with 13 wins, rounds out the top 10. As for the trainers, right now, Chris Beaver, number 1 with 21 victories. Rosie Weaver sits in 2nd with 15. We've got a tie for 3rd with Dan O'Mara and Jeff Nysonger with 14 each. A tie for 5th with Virgil Morgan Jr. and Mark Winters. A tie for 7th at 12 with Dalton Walls and Brett Schwartz. And a tie for 9th with Brian Georges and Jason McGinnis. They each have 11 victories. Throw in Brian Brown as well into that with 11 victories. And then we've got 5 trainers that are tied, sitting there at 10 wins during the fair season. Those standings are through 29 fairs so far that we have had. As we continue to roll on, as I said, we've got the Hartford Fair going on later today, 1 o'clock first post time. And then tomorrow, Hartford also on the schedule. But then on Sunday, first of 2 days of racing from Salina. Post time 12:30 on Sunday. They'll go with a night card on Monday at 6 o'clock. Also Sunday and Monday, Zanesville will be racing at the Muskingum County Fair. That is a 1 o'clock post on Sunday afternoon. It's a 6:30 Monday evening post. Monday then, 2 days of racing at the Miami County Fair in Troy. 6:30 post both days. The gate is rolling. Let's send it up to Ayers Ratliff.
Starter has the horses for the 4th race. 2-year-old Colton Gelding Trotters, the starting gate is rolling. Field of 5, chasing a purse of $5,715. Top of the stretch for the 4th race. And here they come. Clear off into trotting at its outreach, using that inside to his advantage. After a break of the 1, Dundee's Chop Choice also off stride. Banker Bro as they move around the turn. Now Norman Hill is on a break. Now Outreach, who had just lost stride for about a stride or two. He came right back down trotting though. Watch My Brass got happy for a moment as they move on up the backstretch. So the leader is Outreach. Watch My Brass is there in second. Dundee's Top Choice is third. Norman Hill is trotting in fourth, and Banker Bro is fifth of the 5. So they are strung out as they travel by the opening quarter. In 34 seconds, and out there with the lead, it's Outreach. Watch My Brass is there second. Dundee's Top Choice bouncing along in third. Norman Hill is moving fourth, and the trailer Banker Bro. Straightening away off the turn and moving down here to the halfway mile mark of the race, and the leader is Outreach. Outreach and Lems out there hot to trot by 2. In their second, Watch My Brass. Dundee's Top Choice in third. Norman Hill to the outside with Banker Bro as they move here by the half. In 107 and 2. Into the turn they go. Outreach still the leader. In their second, Watch My Brass. On the outside, Norman Hill is third. In their fourth, Dundee's Top Choice and Banker Bro off stride again as they move up the backstretch and going on to 3/4 out there with the lead. With them on top is Outreach. On the outside, second, Norman Hill. Third up the rail, Watch My Brass. 3/4 on the board in 140. They'll trot around the final turn. Outreach still the leader. Norman Hill on the outside. Watch My Brass at the rail with Dundee's Top Choice and Banker Bro. They come and they turn for home, and it's Outreach. Outreach, the 1-2 heavy hitter, is just trotting away. Outreach by 3, by 4, by golly, it's Outreach after it all. Norman Hill finishing a second. Watch My Brass held third. Time of the mile, 2:09 and 4.
So the speed holds up again. Outreach and Chris Lems go right to the lead, and they were able to hang on and win handily over the number 5, Norman Hill. And Charlie Myrick, who was first up at the half and finishes second, finishes third, was Watch My Brass, followed by Dundee's Top Choice and then Banker Bro. Dundee's Choice, Banker Bro, Norman Hill all went off stride at some point in the race. Outreach with a misstep early, but able to get back on the trot and cruise on to the easy victory for Chris Lems. So the 4th win in 7 starts for Outreach. Time of the mile, 2 minutes, 9 seconds, and 4/5. Did trot back at Northfield in that Buckeye Stallion Series race on the 19th and took a mark of 2
Moving
minutes
back in
and
front of the
1/5.
stands after winning the 4th race, sponsored by Jim Doherty Trucking. It is the 2 Outreach. Outreach, a 2-year-old bay-goated son of Uncle Peter. I love being lucky by Lucky Chucky, owned by the Green Machine Stable. Scott Cox is the trainer, and Chris Lems, the winning driver, 2:09 and 4.
In the winner's circle, the number 2 Outreach.
Dundee's Top Choice was 4th. Outreach, the winner. Watch My Brass was 3rd. Banker Bro 5th and Norman Hill 2nd. 4:13.52, 34, 107 and 2, 140, 2:09 and 4. Bring them out for the 5th race. Bring them out for race 5. 5th race, a field of 7. I've got no change. Win Play Show, Quinella Wagering for the 5th race. Head them out for race 5.
7 will go to the gate for the 5th when we return to Jefferson, Ohio and the Ashtabula County Fair.
Cool Winds Farm in Lima, Ohio is a full-service standardbred breeding facility that specializes in stallion management. Cool Winds Farm stands the popular Dancing Yankee, whose first crop hit the ground this year and are great-looking individuals. Cool Winds is also standing Rockin' Amadeus, sire of world champion Ocean Rock. Be sure to inspect the Cool Winds yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway on September 17th.
With more than 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. Much of that value comes from standardbred horse owners, breeders, trainers, and drivers who participate in the sport of harness racing. The mission of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association is to preserve, protect, promote, and serve the entire standardbred industry in Ohio and beyond. To learn more about the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, go to ohha.com. That's ohha.com.
We head to the 5th. So far, 4 races in the books in less than 1 hour. This race, we will send 7 to the gate. We score 5 here at the Ashtabula County Fairgrounds. Number 6 and number 7 will start from the second tier. This Home Talent Colt Stakes, second division of the 2-year-old Colts and Geldings. The number 1 Pit Panda, Chris Lems, will go for back-to-back wins for trainer Scotty Cox. Number 2, cruising again with Chris Hirschberger, driving and training. The number 3, The Mountain, Kurt Sugg and the bike, Corey DeEhrman is the trainer. Number 4, EA Buttermilk Bill, Vernon Beachy drives and trains. Number 6, Jason Thompson, looking for his 3rd win. He'll drive Jim on the Rocks for Herman Hagerman. The number 5, Winsome Buck, Keith Cash Jr., looking for his 2nd win on the day for trainer Stephen Harris. And the number 7 is Leroy's Skippin' School, David Swaney, the driver and the trainer. 3 horses in this race are maidens. Cruising again, EA Buttermilk Bill and Leroy's Skippin' School are the maidens in this race. First division of the 2-year-old Colt and Geldings went in 2 minutes and 4 seconds and 4/5, and that was the 3rd race. That was Guns Blazing picking up the win. Number 1, Pit Panda, a 2-year-old gelding by McCardle out of the Feelin' Frisky mare APP Panda. 7 starts this year, a couple of wins. The last win coming back at Hilliard. Has started in 3 Buckeye Stallion races, Buckeye Stallion Series races. 4th last time out, finished 3rd at Scioto Downs, and had a 5th back at Northfield. Cruising again, 4 starts on the year, a 2nd and a 3rd for the Yankee Cruiser Colt out of the Dragon Again mare, McMary.
Soaring next, Second Chance, Lucky.
And so Cruising Again finished 2nd, 2 races back at Paynesville. The number 3, The Mountain with Kurt Sugg, colt by Fear the Dragon out of the Art Major mare Eagle Yankee. 5 starts, has hit the board 3 times, a win, a 2nd, and a 3rd. Last time out, finished 2nd at Berea. Picked up the win at Mount Vernon, has seen action in the Buckeye Stallion Series. Also raced in the $150,000 Next Generation at Eldorado Scioto Downs back on July 3rd. Finished 7th in that race. The number 4, EA Buttermilk Bill with Vernon Beachy. Also trains it. The gelding by Racing Hill out of the American Ideal mare Lucky Lady has started 3 times. A 3rd place finish to show in those 3 races, that coming at Mount Vernon. did finish second in a qualifier on July 21st at Northfield. Jim on the Rocks is a 2-year-old gelding by Pet Rock out of the Dragon Again mare Charismatic Kelsey. 4 wins on the year, a first, a second, and a third. The win coming at Carrollton back on July 20th. Last time out, a second at Mansfield by a neck, and the time before that, a third at Lisbon. That included a break. Also has broken in 3 of the last 6 races as we get set for the post parade.
Horses parading onward for the 5th race. The 1 is Pit Panda and Chris Lems. 2, Cruisin' Again, Chris Hirschberger. 3, The Mountain with Kurt Sugg. 4 is EA Buttermilk Bill, Vernon Beachy drives. 5, Jim on the Rocks and Jason Thompson. 6, Winsome Buck with Keith Cash Jr. 7, Leroy's Skippin' School, David Sweeney in the sulky.
Pick up where we left off. The number 6.
That race sponsored by Ashtabula County Agricultural Society. Purse $5,681. 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers Win Play Show. Quinella Wagering. No change here in the 5th.
Winsome Buck with Keith Cash Jr. in the bike. Stephen Harris is the trainer. 2 starts, a win and a third. The win coming last time out at Lisbon. Went gate to wire for that. Victory from the 3-hole. Also finished second at Carrollton. Took the mark of 2:15 and 2 at Lisbon. And the number 7 is Leroy's Skippin' School. David Sweeney drives and trains. 4 starts this year. Has not hit the board yet. Has been distanced in 3 of those 4. Last time out was at Mansfield. Finished 7th, well off the pace. Jim on the Rocks with a mark of 2:06 and 1 at Carrollton. The Mountain in that qualifying win back on June 24th, or pardon me, had the win in 158 and 2 when it was a winner in a non-betting race, paced in 2 minutes and 4/5 at Mount Vernon. And then Pit Panda with its victory. Its first win of the year, which came at Northfield on June 30th. Paced that in 156 and 4. That was on a sloppy track. Jason Thompson with a couple of wins today. Keith Cash Jr. and Chris Lems looking for their second win. They are both in this field as well. The pacing track record at Jefferson here was held by King Councils from 1944 and 2001. King Council still holds a track record in Monroe, Wisconsin, dating back to 1944 of 202 1/4. It's when horses traveled a lot to race. A couple notes about county fair racing. We race at 65 county fairs and independent fairs now. 30 years ago, we had racing at 75 fairs across the state of Ohio. You go back 10 years before that, there was racing at 73 fairs. And if you want to go back 70 years ago, we raced at 74 different Ohio county tracks. Right now, the records, though, here at Jefferson, the all-age pace record is 156 and 3, held by Elite Machine. Keith Cash was the driver for trainer Donald Lark. That broke the record of 2 minutes flat that was held by a couple of horses, Incredible Sharon and Tucson Chief. Incredible Sharon set the mark in 2002, and Tucson Chief set it tied, or mark was set by Tucson Chief back in 1994, and then tied by Incredible Sharon in 2002. The all-age trot record set last year as well. Kurt Sugg did it with
Starters calling in the horses for the 5th race.
The all-age trot past record was
2-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers, a field of 7 on their way to the gate.
Let's send it up to Ayers Ratliff as we get set for the 5th from Jefferson, Ohio. A 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pace for $5,681.
Top of the stretch for the 5th race. Purse $5,681. We're at the top of the stretch, and here they come. They're off and pacing and going out looking for the lead. The Mountain as they move around the initial turn. Right there, cruising again at the rail. Getting away in early 3rd, Jim on the Rocks. Pacing in 4th is Pit Panda, so they'll move into the back stretch. Then over there towards the inside is EA Buttermilk Bill. With Winsome Buck and Leroy Skippin' School is at the back. As they're now in single file moving to the opening quarter, and the Mountain is on the lead. They're in 2nd, cruising again. Pacing over there to be 3rd is Jim on the Rocks. Going by the quarter, 31 2/5, Pit Panda pacing in there to be 4th. In there to be 5th is EA Buttermilk Bill. Then it's Winsome Buck and Leroy Skippin' School. Driving down here to the half, and the leader, the Mountain. In their 2nd is cruising again. Now to the outside. Here comes Jim on the Rocks. Also moving up is Pit Panda. Then in there next is EA Buttermilk Bill. Moving by the half in 102 and around the turn. The Mountain is the leader. In 2nd, Jim on the Rocks. Pit Panda's outside 3rd. EA Buttermilk Bill is in 4th, and it is cruising again with Winsome Buck and Leroy Skippin' School as they go to the 3/4 mile mark of the race. And out there with the lead, it's still the Mountain. Outside Pit Panda. Jim on the Rocks, and it's EA Buttermilk Bill cruising again. Winsome Buck and Leroy Skippin' School wants to go back to bed. 3/4 in 132. Moving around the turn to the top of the stretch. The Mountain is the leader. Pit Panda still at him on the outside. There in next is a Jim on the Rocks as they come to the wire. They've yet to get to the Mountain. Outside Pit Panda. The Mountain will win. Pit Panda in for 2nd. Jim on the Rocks is 3rd. Time of the mile, 2:02 1/5.
2:02 1/5 for your winner, the Mountain. And Kurt Sugg picks up his first win of the day. And again, speed holds up. Sugg took the Mountain to the top right away and held on there. Cruising again, went out 2nd. Pit Panda made the charge late down the back stretch. At the 3/4 mark, tried to clear but unable to, and the Mountain able to come down the stretch for the victory. Pit Panda and Chris Lems will finish 2nd, finishing 3rd, Jim on the Rocks. Then cruising again, EA Buttermilk Bill, and then the 2 trailers, Winsome Buck and Leroy Skippin' School, were 7th and 6th, respectively. So your winner, the Mountain, trainer Corey DeEhrman, picks up his first training win of the day. But the key so far today is get to the top quickly into that first turn and hang on.
Back in front of the stands after winning the 5th race, it is the 3, The Mountain. The Mountain is a 2-year-old bay colt by Fear the Dragon. Out of Eagle Yankee by Art Major. On by William Hart, Robert Mondillo, and Corey DeErmond. Corey DeErmond is the trainer, and Kurt Sugg, the winning driver. Time of the mile, 2:02.1. This one sponsored by Ashtabula County Agricultural Society. So, Pit Panda was second, Cruising again 4th, The Mountain the winner. EA Buttermilk Bill was 5th, Jim on the Rocks 3rd, Winsome Buck 7th, Leroy Skippin' School was 6th. Recheck top down at 2:41, 5:3.76, 31-2, 102, 132, 2:02.1. Don't forget, after race 6 will be the Amish warm-up, and race 6 is next. Here in the 6th race, we have 5 of you. Chris Lems on the 2. Bring him out for the 6th race. Win, play, show. Quinella Trifecta Wagering. Here in the 6th.
For Kurt Sugg, that was the 17th fair win of the year. And that will now move him into a tie for 6th place with Austin Hanners. For Corey DeErmond, that's his 11th training win, and that moves him into the top 10, into a tie for 9th. We'll have 6 go to the gate for the 6th race, or 5 go to the gate for the 6th race. It will be the first division of the 3-year-old Colton Gelding Trot when we return to the Ashtabula County Fairgrounds.
As one of the oldest fairs in the state of Ohio, the Ashtabula County Fair in Jefferson has roots tracing back almost 200 years. The first fair was organized by the County Agricultural Society as a one-day event in 1823. It focused primarily on cattle and totaled $40 in premium, 10 of which was awarded to the best 50-acre farm. After a short hiatus, the Ashtabula County Fair would return to the county courthouse with livestock displays tied to hitching posts and domestic goods exhibited through the halls. Harness racing made an appearance at Ashtabula County in the early 1870s. Standardbreds were growing in popularity around the country, and Ashtabula was no exception. Their first racetrack was only a 1/3 mile long, but it attracted great horsemen. One of the most notable horses to train out of the fairgrounds was the 1939 Hambletonian winner, Peter Astra, trained by none other than the immortal Hall of Famer, Doc Parshall. Today, the Ashtabula County Fair is a member of the Home Talent Colt Stakes and hosts 2 days of live-action harness racing.
History, tradition. For over 100 years, 2- and 3-year-old trotters and pacers have started their careers on the tracks of the Home Talent Colt Stakes. See the future stars of Ohio harness racing at one of the Home Talent's 15 tracks. The stars of tomorrow are racing at a track near you today. The Home Talent Colt Stakes. You can't win them if you aren't in them. Bow River Jewelry has been the premier designers of sulky jewelry for more than 30 years. We incorporate today's fashion designs to create a unique piece of jewelry only found at Bow River. Visit bowriverjewelry.com today.
Welcome back to Jefferson, Ohio and the Ashtabula County Fairgrounds. Frank Froz along with Don Holden of Trot and Pace Marketing as we get set for race number 6. We did just get a driver change for the 9th. The last race on the card, the free-for-all, the number 5 horse, 1 for Gigi. Corey DeErmond will now drive. Kurt Sugg will probably be leaving a few minutes early to head to Columbus. So put Corey DeErmond on the number 5 in the 9th race today. So the 6th race is the first division for 3-year-old Colt and Geldings. Let me take a quick second and go back. The time in the last race was for the 2nd division was 2:02.1. That topped the time from the first division, which was 2:04.4. So the best time in the Colton Gelding 2-year-old pace was the Mountain and Kurt Sugg in 2:02.1. In the sixth, we have 5 horses, no changes. The number 1, Big Sky Rocket, trained and driven by Vernon Beachy. The number 2, the Great Houdini, this is the one change. Chris Lems will drive for trainer Steve Schoffel. Number 3, Frankie B, John Hochstetler will drive and does the training. Number 4, Phineas, with driver-trainer Jeff Conger in the bike. And the number 5, Admiral All-Star Kurt Sugg will do the driving.
Just one more to go, and then we'll parade
Miller is the trainer. Big Sky Rocket, a 3-year-old gelding by Big Riggs out of the Muscle Mass mare Armstead Kyra. 18 starts this year, 5 wins, 5 seconds, a couple of seconds, was unraced as a 2-year-old. Last time out, a winner at Mansfield, has hit the board in 5 of its last 6 races. The one race that did not hit the board had a break at the end. Let's take a look at the post parade.
So that's the call to post for race 6. In memory of all past Jefferson horsemen, a purse here $5,248 for 3-year-old Colton Gelding Trotters. 1, Big Sky Rocket and Vernon Beachy. 2, the Great Houdini, make the driver Chris Lems. 3 is Frankie B and John Hochstetler. 4 is Phineas, Jeff Conger in the bike. And the 5, Admiral All-Star Kurt Sugg in the sulky. That's the field for race 6. Chris Lems on 2. Win, play, show, Quinella trifecta wagering here in the 6th.
You have the stick, Mike? Andy? If not, don't worry about it. You got a little... 5 of 6 times on the board. The number 2, the Great Houdini, Chris Lems, will drive for Steve Schoffel. 13 starts this year, a win, 5 seconds, and a first. Has hit the board in 4 out of the last 5. Last time out, finished second at Lisbon. Picked up a win back at the Meadows on July 2nd. The number 3, Frankie B. John Hochstetler trains and drives, a couple of wins in 10 starts this year. Also has a second by Triumphant Caviar out of the self-possessed mare Beeline. Was a winner 3 races ago at Mount Vernon. The number 4, Phineas, Jeff Conger, drives and trains, a couple of wins, 2 seconds as well, and a third in 13 starts this year. Third last time out at Berea, was a winner at Carrollton back on July 20th in 2:10.1. Has a mark of 2 minutes and 2 seconds at Northfield. And the number 5 is Admiral All-Star. Kurt Sugg will drive for Edward Miller by my MVP out of the Conway Hall mare Minor Skirmish. Has hit the board in 9 of 15 this year. 3 wins, 4 seconds, and 2/3 last time out. A second in Berea. In fact, has 3 straight second place finishes and a winner at Bucyrus by a length back on July 22nd. So we've got a little guest joining us today. Hi, come here for a second. What's your name?
My name is Whitney.
Whitney, what are you doing at the fair today?
I'm just helping my mommy.
And what's your mommy doing?
She's working for a race.
Oh, do you like the horses?
Yes.
What's your favorite horse? Does he have a name?
Yes. Tussin and Fessin.
What's the best part about the fairs?
Yeah, when you ride right.
What's your favorite ride?
My favorite ride is a merry-go-round.
merry-go-round. Which do you like to sit on the
The
horses?
starter has the horses for race 6 in memory of all past Jefferson
All
horsemen.
right, well, thank you, Whitney. As we get set, we'll throw
Three-year-old
it up
colt
to
and gelding
Harris
trotters in
Ratman.
behind the gate. The gate is rolling. Purse $5,248, top of the stretch, and here they come. Big Sky Rocket was off stride. They're off and trotting and going out looking for the early lead. Is the Great Houdini. Up on the outside is Frankie B as they move around the turn to the back stretch. Then we have Admiral All-Star, who's there in third, and early fourth is Phineas, and Big Sky Rocket is the distant trailer. So they travel on to the opening quarter, and out there now with the lead, it is John Hosteller. He's on top with Frankie B. He's out there now wheeling and dealing by 2.5 lengths in their second. It's the Great Houdini by the opening quarter in 30 3/5. Admiral All-Star is looking them over from third. Phineas is there in fourth with Big Sky Rocket. They'll straighten away, and they move down here to the half with Frankie B on the lead. The Great Houdini is there in second. In third, Admiral All-Star. Fourth is Phineas with Big Sky Rocket. Moving here by the half, and that leader remains Frankie B. Frankie B and Hosteller playing Catch Me If You Can, halfway home in 101. Into the turn they go. The Great Houdini is still in second. Looking then to the outside, Admiral All-Star third. In their fourth is Phineas. The top four all tightening in with Big Sky Rocket. As they wheel to the 3/4, Frankie B on the inside. The Great Houdini is moving up from the pocket for Lems. Peeking out 3 wide, Admiral All-Star. And here comes the All-Star. Kersug says let's go on this one. They went by 3/4. Admiral All-Star is now trying to take the lead in 132. The Great Houdini's at the rail. Phineas is now on the move for King Conger. As they cut the corner, they turn for home. Admiral All-Star outside Phineas. Towards the rail is the Great Houdini, but it's Admiral All-Star who's kicking away. Admiral All-Star will win. It's tight for place.
Well, for the first time today, speed did not hold up, as at the start it was the Great
Time of the mile,
Houdini
2:02 4.
and Frankie B going for the lead. Frankie B finally cleared. Kurt Sugg was in that battle for a second, but he ducked in, took the 3-hole trip, and then finally at the end of the back stretch, after the 3/4 mark, able to take over, and Kurt Sugg drives Admiral All-Star to his 4th win of the year. Finishing second was the Great Houdini, and Phineas finishes in third. So Kurt Sugg picks up the victory. It'll be his second of the day, as he was a winner last race with the Mountain. So Kurt Sugg with the win, and Admiral All-Star has now hit the board in 5 straight, a couple of wins and 3 seconds. So Kurt making his way around as he will head to the winner's circle with the Mountain, or pardon me,
Back in front of the
Admiral
stands after
All-Star.
winning the 6th race, it is the 5 Admiral All-Star. Admiral All-Star is a 3-year-old bay-goated son of my MVP. At a minor skirmish by Conway Hall, by Rebecca Sugg, Watson Harness Racing, and Mary Stuckey. Edward Miller is the trainer, Kurt Sugg the winning driver. Time of the mile, 2:02 4. This one in memory of all past Jefferson horsemen.
So Kurt Sugg with the win. Admiral All-Star second to the Great Houdini. At least that's what we think it's going to be. We're waiting on the official word and the photo. Admiral All-Star was the favorite at 4-5.
Big Sky Rocket was fifth. The Great Houdini second. Frankie B fourth. Phineas third. Admiral All-Star the winner. 5, 2, 4, 3, 1. 30 and 3/5. 101. 132. 202 and 4.
So your winner, Admiral All-Star. Second, the Great Houdini. And third, Phineas. So the sixth is completed. Right now we've got the warm-up for the Amish race, which will take place following the 9th. We will bring you that one as well, so you'll get a chance to watch that race. Right now, the 6th is in the books. We'll take a break. One change or a couple of changes for the 7th coming up. Scratch number 5, Yankee Keeler. Yankee Keeler is sick. And on the 6th, Don Irvine Jr. will not drive. Emmanuel Miller will get the drive. We'll have 7 going to the gate. The number 6 and 7 will start from the second tier. So we'll be back with the 7th after this.
For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm with 500 acres of pasture for breeding to boarding and on-site veterinarian care, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Visit us September 17th at the Pickaway County Fairgrounds and get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Pet Rock, and Long Tom. Midland Acres, doing our best to bring you the best.
Athletes, they come in all shapes and sizes. They catch, they leap, they run. Some athletes even come with 4 legs and paws and hooves. When these beloved family members need care, remember the Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center. Ohio State experts wrote the book on exceptional animal care and know how to get our best friends back on their feet. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center.
The 7th from the Ashtabula County Fair here in Jefferson, Ohio. 7 to go to the gate. The number 1, Do Me One Mo Time. Do Me One Yo Time. Keith Cash to drive. Keith Cash Jr., the trainer. The number 2, Flash Gordon with Lanny Merriman in the bike. He also does the training. Number 3, it's Rockin' Raymond. Chris Hirschberger will drive for trainer Scotty Reed. Number 4, it's John's Handsome Boy. Francis Lawton, the trainer and the driver. Scratch the number 5, Yankee Keeler. Number 6 is Adelius McMoney. Edward Miller will do the driving instead of Don Irvine Jr. Herman Hagerman does the training. And number 7, looking for 3 in a row, will be Kurt Sugg with for trainer Corey DeErman. The number 1, Do Me One Yo Time, a 3-year-old gelding by Do Me That Again out of the Dragon's Lair mare Dragon Bolero, is a lifetime maiden, 25 starts. This year, 9 starts, just a second place to show. That coming back 2 races ago at Lisbon, pacing in 2:08 and 4 in 25 lifetime starts, has 3 seconds and 3/3. The number 2, Flash Gordon, Lanny Merriman, drives and trains, a 3-year-old gelding by Yankee Cruiser out of the Shady Character mare Riley Character. Did not have any starts as a 2-year-old, has 2 starts as a 3-year-old. Has not hit the board in those 2 starts. As the wind blows my pages around here. In those 2 starts, an 8th at Mount Vernon, a 5th at Carrollton. Has 3 qualifying races as well, but did not hit the board in any of those qualifiers. The number 3, Rockin' Raymond with Chris Hirschberger for trainee Scotty Reed. A 3-year-old gelding by Rockin' Amadeus out of the Cam Best mare Felicity Cam. 2 starts this year, a 3rd, that coming at Lisbon. Did not have a start as a 2-year-old, So another one of the 4 maidens in this race. The 4th maiden is John's Handsome Boy for Francis Lawton. 10 starts this year, has not hit the board. 14 starts last year, 3 third places. In 24 lifetime starts, has only hit the board 3 times. Last time out, finished 8th at Northfield. Scratch the number 5, Yankee Keeler. The number 6 is Adelaus McMoney. Emmanuel Miller in the bike for trainer Herman Hagerman. 13 starts this year, a couple of wins, 3 seconds, 2 thirds. Lifetime 6 wins and 25 starts. Yankee Keeler is by Yankee Cruiser out of the American Ideal mare Edith Keeler. Has a mark of 159-3 this year at Carrollton. Lifetime 156-2 at Northfield last year. Pardon me, that was Yankee Keeler. That horse has been scratched. My apologies. Adelaus McMoney, Emmanuel Miller is the driver. Herman Hagerman does the training. The 3-year-old gelding by McArdle out of the Badlands Hanover mare Blue Ridge Adalia. 14 starts, a win, 2 seconds and a third. Took a mark of 2:08-4 at Lisbon for that win. That was 2 races ago. Lifetime mark of 2 minutes and a fifth from Dover. Lifetime 4 wins and 28 starts, 9 seconds and 4 thirds. The number 7 is Candy's Pet. Kurt Sugg drives. Corey DeErman is the trainer. The Pet Rock, son of Pet Rock out of the Sportsmaster mare Cotton Candy. 6 starts this year, a couple of wins. Has a mark of 155-3. That came at Northfield back at July 5th. Winner by a neck. Ryan Stahl was in the bike for that race as we get set for the post parade for the
So
7th.
here are the horses for race number 7, sponsored by Pleasant Animal Hospital. Purse $5,381. This race scratched the 5, put Emmanuel Miller on 6. 1 is Do Me One Yo Time with Keith Cash in the bike. 2, Flash Gordon and Lanny Merriman. 3 is Rockin' Ramen with Chris Terschberger. 4, John's Handsome Boy and Francis Lawton. 5 is scratched. 6, Adelaida's McMoney. Emmanuel Miller is up. And the 7, Candy's Pet with Kurt Sugg in the sulky. That is the field for race 7. Scratch the 5. Emmanuel Miller on 6. Win, play, show. Quinella trifecta wagering in race 7.
7 to start here in the 7th. The first 5 on the gate. The final 2, Adelaus McMoney and Candy's Pet, will start from the 2nd tier. Just about to get underway over on our Facebook page from Croton. Susan Schroeder has the coverage there, as that racing was delayed about an hour. So as far as I know, they are scheduled to start at 1 o'clock today. Rain holding off here in Jefferson. They say rain is coming though, but it'll be well after we are done racing, maybe sometime around 6 o'clock tonight. The favorite in this race from the 2nd tier, Candy's Pet and Kurt Sugg. Now with the 5 scratched, the 6 and 7 cannot move up onto the gate. They have to stay on the 2nd tier. Purse of $5,381. This, the 2nd division for the 3-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers. 1st division was our 2nd race of the day, and that was won by Big Boss Hill. Jason Thompson went in 2 minutes and a fifth. And we are up at Croton getting ready to go. So it looks like they are now going to start. It looks like the sun wants to pop out here for a split second. see a little blue skies through some cracks in the cloud. A little gray down to our left where the midway is. Looks like the midway's got the traditional slide, a Ferris wheel. A couple of those other ones that swing you up in the air and swing you down. And as Whitney told us, I think it's got a merry-go-round here too. The midway is at the very end of a long, and when I say long, I mean a long stretch of food trailers. I don't think I have ever seen that many food trailers and booths at a county fair this year. So we're looking at that. I think we're going to, before we head out, grab a pierogi, maybe over at the Dairy Barn. It looked like they had some ice cream milkshakes, maybe stop over there as well. You could put a hurting on. It could really affect the old blood pressure and cholesterol levels to walk down that walkway, but it would be good. As we get set for the 7th. Favorite at 1-2, Candy's Pet with Kurt Sugg. The second choice, 2-1, number 3, Rockin' Raymond. Rockin' Raymond, one of 4 maidens in this race. Do Me One Yo Time, the number 1. Lifetime 25 starts, has not had a win. At 9 starts this year, 16 starts last year. The number 2, Flash Gordon, did not see any action as a 2-year-old, has raced twice in this his 3-year-old season. Same for Rockin' Raymond, no starts as a 2-year-old. A couple of starts this year, does have a 3rd to show. And then John's Handsome Boy, also a lifetime maiden.
Starter is gathering the field for the 7th race, sponsored by Pleasant Animal Hospital.
Lifetime starts, 10 starts this year, 14
3-year-old
starts
Colt
last
and
year.
Gelding Pacers on their way to the gate.
Just 3 third-place show to show for 24 starts. As we get set, the gate is rolling. And let's send it back up to Ayers Ratliff.
Purse $5,381, a field of 6. Move around the turn to the top of the stretch, and here they come. They're off and a pacing. Do Me One Yo Time, trying for the lead. Flash Gordon is on the outside as they roll around the initial turn. Rockin' Raymond is out for there next. Along the rail comes Adelaida's McMoney. Heading on into the backside, then we have Candy's Pet. The early trailer is John's Handsome Boy. On to the opening quarter in cash. Going right down the highway with Do Me One Yo Time. Flash Gordon taking back and nestling into the pocket. As they pace by the opening fraction, Adelia's McMoney is in 3rd. As they went by the quarter in 31 seconds. In there to be 4th is a Rockin' Raymond. Then we have Candy's Pet, who moves to the outside. The trailer is John's Handsome Boy as they straighten away and move down here to the half. Do Me One Yo Time, the leader. Flash Gordon is there in 2nd. Now to the outside. Here comes Adelia's McMoney and Emmanuel Miller, who's up and after the lead. As they pace here by the half, Do Me One Yo Time has got him by a neck on the outside. Adelia's McMoney. Candy's Pet, 2nd over in 3rd. The half in 102. Flash Gordon is at the rail. Then we have John's Handsome Boy, and the trailer is Rockin' Raymond. Into the backstretch they go, and the leader, Do Me One Yo Time. On the outside, Adelia's McMoney. Here comes Candy's Pet. Out there, 3 wide and a wing dingin' for Kurt Sugg. Along the rail is Flash Gordon. We got a horse race here in Jefferson, Ohio, as there are 3 across the racetrack. 3 3/4 on the board. 133 and around that final turn. Adalia's McMoney by a nose. Do Me One Yo Time. Flash Gordon needs racing room. Candy's Pets on the far outside. They cut the corner. They turn for home. Do Me One Yo Time fights on. On the outside is Adalia's McMoney. Adalia's McMoney and Do Me One Yo Time. Adalia's McMoney. Do Me One Yo Time. Adalia's McMoney came on to win. Do Me One Yo Time, I think, was second over Candy's Pet third. Flash Gordon never found room.
It looked like Adalia's McMoney was able to get up for the win. Do Me
Time of the
One Yo
mile,
Time.
2:03 and 2.
2:03 and 2 for the final time. It looked like Do Me Yo Time got up for second. Candy's Pet, which went 3 wide with Kurt Sugg around the turn, finished third, and Flash Gordon finishing fourth. We'll have to wait and see, but Do Me One Yo Time is one of those names with all the letters run together. Finishes second, tried to get up at the end, but Adalia's McMoney able to hold on and pick up win number 2 in 2:03 and 2. It was Do Me Yo Time, and Flash Gordon went to the lead. Sitting in third was Adalia's McMoney. Did not make the lead until late in the race. Candy's Pet with
back in front of the stands after winning the 7th race. The 6, Adalia's McMoney. Adalia's McMoney, a 3-year-old bay-gutted son of McCardle, at a Blue Ridge Adalia by Badlands Hanover. Oh, my Herman Hagerman, who also trains Emmanuel Miller, the winning driver. Time of the mile, 2:03 and 2. This one sponsored by Pleasant Animal Hospital.
Big smile for Emmanuel Miller in the bike as he picks up the victory. That was a drive-by picture there.
Do Me One Yo Time was second. Flash Gordon was fourth. Rockin' Raymond a fifth. John's Handsome Boy sixth. Yankee Keeler scratched. Adalia's McMoney, the race winner. Candy's Pet was third. 2-4-5, 6 scratch, 1-3, 31. 102, 133, 203 and 2. Bring them out for the upcoming 8th race. Bring them out for race number 8. In race 8, a field of 4. Win place, Quinella Daily Double. Win place, Quinella Daily Double. No change here in the 8th race. Bring them out for race 8.
Like I said, it was a drive-by picture as Adalia's McMoney wanted nothing to do with the picture, so they just kind of walked him by, and when got to the behind the blanket out front there, they took the picture, and on went Emmanuel Miller, who had a big smile on his face as he came back, picked up his first victory of the day. Herman Hagerman gets the training win. 7 different trainers with victories today. 5 different drivers with wins. Kurt Sugg, Jason Thompson with the doubles. We'll go to the 8th race, the 2nd division for 3-year-old Colton Gelding Trotters when we return to Jefferson, Ohio and the Ashtabula County Fairgrounds.
Cool Winds Farm in Lima, Ohio wants to thank all the breeders that supported our first season standing the trotter, Muscle Diamond. Cool Winds also welcomed the proven sire, Mr. Apples, to our stallion barn. Randy and Kim Haynes also stand the only full brother to some beach somewhere, Bring On the Beach, sire of Heart of Chewbacca. Visit the Cool Winds consignment at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway Ag Center on Friday, September 17th.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigDWeb.com. Most orders shipped that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
We're back for the 8th from the Ashtabula County Fairgrounds in Jefferson, Ohio. The second division of 3-year-old colt and geldings going for $5,148. In the first division, the time of 2:02.4 was set by Guns Blazing and Keith Cash Jr. That was back in the third race today. 4-race field. The number 1 is Baby Yoda, Kurt Suggle drive. The number 2, Anastasia Nero with Jeff Conger. The number 3, Win and Dream, Chris Hirschberger. And the number 4, Ale's Spirit, Charlie Myrick. Baby Yoda, the number 1, is trained by Edward Miller, 3-year-old gelding by Break the Bank K out of the Sir Taurus mare Sugar. 13 starts this year, a second, a first, and 2 seconds. Last time out after a break at the start, finished 5th in Berea, but was a winner the time before that in Lisbon, winning by 28 lengths. Paced in 2:08. Has a mark of 158.3 at Northfield. Lifetime 28 starts, 8 wins, 3 seconds, and 4 thirds. The number 2 is Anastasia Nero. Jeff Conger does the training and will do the driving. The 3-year-old gelding by Wishing Stone out of the full count mare Anastasia winning. Has a win in 12 starts, the only time that he has hit the board.
Let's get together.
Let's
Let's line them up in Pray to Win order, please.
Did have 9 starts in 2020. Did not have a win. Had 2 seconds. Last time out, finished 7th in Berea. The number 3, Win and Dreams, was driven and trained by Chris Hirschberger. Did not see action as a 2-year-old. We'll have the post parade, and then we'll tell you more about Win and Dream.
Here are the horses for race 8, Home Talent Colt Stakes. 3-year-old colt and gelding trotters, sponsored by Lake Equine Associates. No change here, 1 Baby Yoda and Kurt Sugg. 2 Anastasia Nero, Jeff Conger drives. 3 is Win and Dream with Chris Hirschberger. And the 4 Al Spirit, Charlie Myrick in the sulky. That's the field for race 8, Win Place, Quinella, Daily Double Wagering. No change in the 8th.
Tell you a little more about Win and Dream. As I said, did not have any starts as a 2-year-old, as a 3-year-old this year. 16 starts, just 2 third-place finishes to show. Last time out, finished 4th at Mansfield. The time before that was one of those third-place finishes, finishing 3rd at Lisbon. Went off as the favorite in that race. The number 4 is Al's Spirit. Charlie Myrick trains and drives. The gelding by Southwind Spirit out of the Lindy Lane mare Eldora Hanover. A lifetime maiden. This year 13 starts, just a 3rd place finish to show. And last year also had 13 starts, no wins, did have a 2nd and 6 3rd place finishes. Last time out was at Mansfield, finished 5th, 8 1/4 lengths back. So this is the second division. Total purse for these 2 races was $10,396. two divisions. We split the purse, so $5,148 to the winner of this. 4 horses only, so a short field. The favorite by a long shot, Baby Yoda, 1-9. The second choice is Anastasia's Nero at 7-2. Win and Dream at 8-1. And then Ale's Spirit, the long shot, at 18-1. We are racing at Croton, the Hartford Fair. Susan Schroeder has that coverage over on our Facebook page. So if you want to pop on over there, you got a couple of seconds as the horses form up down in the far turn as they get ready to head to the backstretch and get behind the Mike Wolkenberg starting gate. But make sure you get back in time for this race. We've only got 2 more official races, and then we will have a special 10th race today, as we will have a Amish race. We'll have 5 horses go to the gate for that race. So we're going to stick around and bring you the bonus coverage that day for that race. And then tomorrow, again, we've got more racing at Croton tomorrow. Susan Schroeder will be there, and at noon, that's our only card. So you can enjoy a nice day, watch some races there, and then tomorrow night, a big night at Northfield Park as we have the Milstein. Charlie May will be back in action. We'll square off.
The starter is called in the horses for
talk
the
a little bit
8th
about
race.
That coming up shortly.
3-year-old Colton
Here we
Gelding
go with
Trotters
the
in
8th.
behind the gate, and the gate is rolling. Purse $5,148, top of the stretch, and here they come. Al Spirit on a break. They're off into trotting and trying for the lead. Win and Dream. Baby Yoda is there at the rail as they move around the turn. Anastasia Nero is third, and the distant trailer early on, Al Spirit. So they move around the turn. They're getting well strung out as they move on into the back stretch and out with the lead. It is Win and Dream. Baby Yoda is there in second. Over there third is Anastasia Nero. The trailer, Al Spirit. And moving on the outside now, Baby Yoda. And Baby Yoda moves up to get the lead. Win and Dream is their second. Farther back to Anastasia Nero and Al Spirit, 31-2. In and around the turn they go. Baby Yoda now hot to trot on the lead. He leads them out there by 3.5 lengths. Win and Dream in second. Anastasia Nero is third. And Al Spirit can see them all if Charlie's got binoculars as they come down here to the half. And the leader, Baby Yoda. Win and Dream is there in second. Anastasia Nero third. With the distant Al Spirit. Trotting by the half in 101-3. Moving around the turn to the back stretch, the leader is Baby Yoda. In their second, Win and Dream. Anastasia Nero trying to get closer third with Al Spirit up the backside to 3/4. Baby Yoda, a length and a half. Win and Dream is there in second. Anastasia Nero in third with Al Spirit. Moving by 3/4, Baby Yoda still the leader. A tippy tap of the sug whip, and he still has the lead. Anastasia Nero is moving up on the outside, and he just folded up like an accordion. 3/4 and 134-2. Around the turn, they come to the top of the stretch. Baby Yoda turns first. Tipping to the outside, Win and Dream. Baby Yoda on the inside. Win and Dream on the outside. Baby Yoda. Win and Dream. Win and Dream. Baby Yoda's Nightmare. Anastasia Nero was third. Time of the mile, 2:03-2.
really just a two-horse race between Win and Dream and Baby Yoda. Win and Dream with Chris Hirschberger took the lead, got out quickly, took the lead just past the quarter pole. Baby Yoda retook the lead took the lead from Win and Dream and held it to the top of the stretch when Win and Dream came charging back. The 8-1 shot came charging back down to win by a couple of lengths, and Kurt Sugg took a glance over and was surprised to see Win and Dream come flying down the lane, and as Ayers Ratliff said, that was Baby Yoda's nightmare as Win and Dream went by for the victory. So Chris Hirschberger picks up the win. His first driving
back
win
in front of the
day.
stands after winning the 8th race, number 3, Win and Dream, a 3-year-old bay-gutted son of Winning Fireworks. At a Krista's Dream by SJ's Photo, owned by George Bonomo. Chris Hirschberger trains. And Chris Hirschberger, the winning driver, time of the mile 2:03.2. This one sponsored by Lake Equine Associates.
So 2:03.2. Not as fast as the first division that went 2:02.4 to Guns
So
Blazing.
Baby Yoda was second, Anastasia Nero third. Win and Dream the winner, Al Spirit fourth. 2:03.14, 31.2, 101.3, 134.2, 2:03.2. Race number 9 put Corey Dayerman on 5. Win, play, show, Quinella Wagering. Bring them on the track for the 9th race. Bring them out. Race 9.
That'll wrap up the day for Kurt Sugg, who was scheduled to drive the number 5, One for Gigi, in the next race, but Corey Dayerman will drive instead, and Kurt can now head down towards Columbus, where he will drive tonight at El Dorado Scioto Downs. Your winner once again, Win and Dream, in a time of 2 minutes and 3 seconds and 2/5 for Chris Hirschberger, who also trained Win and Dream, picks up first win in 17 lifetime starts. So we'll take a break and we'll come back with the Jefferson Fair Free-for-All, the Lawrence Housel Memorial, when we return to the Ashtabula County Fairgrounds.
Your animals provide unconditional love. When they hurt, you want the best care available to help them enjoy life again. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center is here for you and for them. From heart disease to cancer, diabetes to broken bones, and 24-hour emergency services, Ohio State's team of experts make a difference in the lives of animals and the family members who love them. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center.
For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm with 500 acres of pasture for breeding to boarding and on-site veterinarian care, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Visit us September 17th at the Pickaway County Fairgrounds and get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Pet Rock, and Long Tom. Midland Acres, doing our best to bring you the best.
Welcome back to Ashtabula County Fairgrounds in Jefferson, Ohio. I'm Frank Froz, along with Trot and Pace Don Holden on the camera today as we get ready for race 9, the final race on our regular card. We will have a 10th race, bonus race, an Amish race after this race is over, so we'll stick around for that, give you some bonus coverage. But we have 6 going to the post in this race. The number 1, Babies in Black with Keith Cash Jr. Number 2, I Love to Make Money, Kyle Swift will drive. The number 3, Focus Power, Emmanuel Miller. The number 4 is Da Boys Smokin' Pistol. Archie Dilly will drive. And number 5, One for Gigi, Corey Dayerman will now be in the bike. Kurt Sugg was scheduled. He's now off, and Corey Dayerman will drive. And number 6 is Rock on Dock for David Swaney. This, the free-for-all, total purse $750. The number 1, Babies in Black, is a 4-year-old mare by Dragon Again out of the Cam Luck mare Tea Time. 17 start this year, has a win, 4 seconds, and a third in its lifetime. 42 starts, 11 wins, has earned $84,000. Last time out, a winner at Northfield, winning by 3 lengths in 153, took a new lifetime mark in that race. The number 2 horse, I Love to Make Money.
All right, let's get together. Let's line them up and parade them in order, please.
Kyle Swift will drive. Ray Fisher Jr. is the trainer. A 6-year-old gelding by Wells Said out of the Better's Delight mare Symphony in Motion. 2021, 20 starts, 6 wins, 4 seconds, 2 thirds. Lifetime 112 starts with earnings of $255,977. The number 3 is Focus Power. Emmanuel Miller in the bike for Herman Hagerman. The 9-year-old gelding by Shadow Play out of the Storm Damage mare Loves Forever. This year, 7 starts, a win in 2 seconds. In its lifetime, 138 starts, and has earned $242,947. Last time out was a scratch, vet scratch.
Okay, guys, again, we're going to try to get you together, line you up, and parade you in order.
The time before that, finished 3rd at Northfield Park. The number 4 is Du Bois Smokin' Pistol. Archie Dilly Jr. trains and drives. First start of the year, has made only 1 start, and that coming back last year on September 16th in a free-for-all at Washington, and finished 4th. Has been in 4 qualifiers and has finished no better than 7th. Here's the post parade.
That's the call to post for the 9th race. The Lawrence Housel Memorial. Free for all pacers. 1, Babies in Black, and Keith Cass Jr. 2, I Love to Make Money. Kyle Swift is up. 3, Focus Power, and Emmanuel Miller. 4 is Du Bois Smokin' Piston with Archie Dilly Jr. 5, 1 for Gigi, driver change to Corey Dairmond. And the 6, Rock on Dock, David Swaney in the sulky. In this race, Corey Dairmond on the 5, Win Play Show, Quinella Wagering. Here in race 9. After this race will be the Amish race.
The number 5, 1 for Gigi, with Corey Dairmond now in the bike, a 7-year-old mare by Santana Blue out of the Kamsey Glipsmere Docks Lioness. In 2021, 21 starts, 3 firsts, 2 seconds, and 3 thirds. In its career, 143 starts, $193,000. And the number 6 is Rock on Dock. David Swaney is the driver and the trainer. The 5-year-old gelding by Pet Rock out of the Grin from Ear to Ear mare Full Fledge, making its 19th start of the year, a win, a second, and a third to show this year. Lifetime, 67 starts, 7 wins, has been last in each of its last 5 races. Started from the 3-hole in the last 2 8-horse field, finished 8th. 9 horses back on the 14th and finished 9th. So David Swaney with Rock on Dock. We've got 2 mares in this race. The number 1, Babies in Black, and the number 5, 1 for Gigi. Also in there as the starting gate starts to roll. Let's throw it up to Ayers Ratliff for the free-for-all Lawrence Housel Memorial.
Starter is called in the horses for the 9th race. This the Lawrence Housel Memorial free-for-all Pacers. Last chance to wager. here at this year's Ashtabula County Fair. After this race is the Amish race. It'll be Amish time after race 9. Per $750, a field of 6 make their way around the turn to the top of the stretch for the 9th race. Here they come. They're off and pacing. I love to make money. Going out looking for the lead. 1 for Gigi is moving up on the outside as they round the turn to the backstretch. In there to be 3rd, Babies in Black. As they move up the backside, in there next comes a Focus Power. Then it's Rock on Dock in the early trailer. Du Bois Smoking Piston as they go up the backside the first time. I love to make money. And 16-year-old Kyle Swift out there with the lead. In their second is 1 for GG as they go by the opening quarter. They report there in 31 and 2. In there to be 3rd, Babies in Black. 4th comes a Focus Power. Then it's Rock on Dock, a Du Bois Smoking Piston as they circle the turn. Moving down here in front of the stands for the first time in the leader. I love to make money. In second, 1 for GG. Now moving up on the outside. Here comes Babies in Black. Also on the move is Focus Power. Then comes Rock on Dock as they travel here by the half. The trailer Du Bois Smoking Piston. They report by the half with 1 lap to go in 1:04. Into the turn they go. I love to make money on the lead. Trying to sneak up the inside is 1 for Gigi. Over there, 3 wide, Babies in Black as they're up the backstretch to 3/4. I love to make money, still the leader. Outside, Babies in Black is right there pressing the issue. They're nose to nose, they're stride for stride like a horse in their shadow. Into the final turn, I love to make money. Babies in Black, harder to shake than your mother-in-law. They move around the final turn. I love to make money, still the leader. Babies in Black, 3/4 was 135 and 2. They come to the top of the stretch. I love to make money, still the leader. Inside trying to move is 1 for Gigi. Outside, Babies in Black. I love to make money. And 16-year-old Kyle Swift from start to finish. Finishing second, Babies in Black. Focus Power is 3rd.
Well, the 16-year-old Kyle Swift didn't
Time
have
of the
to
mile, 2:03 and 2.
shaking the mother-in-law, as Harris Ratliff said, and got a chuckle from this crowd. But Kyle Swift took I Love to Make Money out to the start, got him out to the lead and held on. Fought off challenges from Baby in Black as well as 1 for Gigi as they battled down the backstretch. And coming down the stretch, I Love to Make Money picks up the 7th win of the year. Kyle Swift did drive this horse back at Paynesville, finished 4th in the Signature Series, but this time in the free-for-all picks up the win. 7th win of the year for the 6-year-old gelding by Well Said. First quarter in 31 and 2, the half in 1:04. Not sure what the final time was. Not write that down. We'll have to wait to get to it. 2:03 and 2. So we'll have to get the rundown from Ayers. But the number one winner, the number one was I Love to Make Money, as Kyle Swift making his way back to the winner's circle. It's a nice contingent out in the winner's circle to get their picture with.
Moving back in front of the stands after winning the 9th race, it is the 2 I Love to Make Money. I Love to Make Money winning the 9th race, the Lawrence Housel Memorial. A 6-year-old bay-goated son of Well Said at a Symphony in Motion by Better's Delight. Owned by the Tenamira Farms and Swift Racing Stable, Ray Fisher Jr. trains. Kyle Swift, 16 years old, making the 10th drive of his racing career and his 4th win. Time of this one, 2:03 and 2.
Kyle Smith, just 16 years old, now 4 for 10 in the win column picks up the victory. Big smile on
Babies
his
in
face.
Black was second. I Love to Make Money, the winner. Focus Power was third. Du Bois Smoking Pistol was sixth. One for GG fourth. Rock on Dock fifth. 213-645, 31 and 2. 104, 135 and 2. 203 and 2. Bring them on the track for the 10th race here. It is Amish time. Let's bring them on for race 10. Looks like you guys are in order. We're going to roll ahead and parade them.
Rock on Dock broke his string of 5 last place finishes as we get set for the Amish race. And here's the post parade.
Here are the horses for the 10th race, the Amish race, sponsored by Bruisman Concrete Ready Mix, 1 The Leaping Cowboy and Christopher Miller. 2 High as a Kite, Danny Miller. 3 Pure Rock and Marlon Bontrager. 4 I Got All Net, David Miller. And the 5 is Raji's Blue Line, Jason Byler in the sulky. That is the field for the 10th race, the Amish race.
So there's your field. The number 1, the Leaping Cowboy with Christopher Miller, is a 4-year-old gelding by Western Maverick. The number 2, High as a Kite with Danny Miller, a 6-year-old gelding by Woodstock. The number 3, Pure Rock, a 5-year-old by Rockin' Image with Marlon Bontrager. The number 4, I Got All Net, driven by David Miller. A 6-year-old gelding by Net 10 Earn. And the number 5, Raji's Blue Line, Jason Byler will drive, a 13-year-old gelding by Artscape. So these 5, I believe they're just going to go a half a
Congratulations,
mile,
Pat
though.
Johnson, our next second chance drawing winner.
So on the card, we had 9 races today. And we had 9 different trainers picking up victories. And we had 7 different drivers picking up victories. Jason Thompson won the first 2, and Kurt Sugg also had the double today. So Jason Thompson and Kurt Sugg with the doubles today on the driving card as we close out our day from Jefferson, Ohio, and the Ashtabula County Fair as we get set for a 10th race, a bonus coverage race today. The Amish race, sponsored by Bruisman Concrete Ready Mix. Well, the program page says they're going to race for a purse of $1,500 and a groundhog. I don't know if you had that or not, Tom. Just ran onto the track in front of the one horse, but did not seem to bother the horse, so that was a good thing. These race bikes that are being used, different than the race bikes we see. There goes the groundhog across the track. Not sure where it wants to go. This is just like Delaware, where we got the fox that lives out in the shrubs there. Your wildlife spotting for the day. As we get set, starting gate is rolled into position as the 5-horse field will make their way to the back. Crowd still hanging out in the stands. They want to watch this race. That Whitney did. She did a good interview. My little partner Whitney was on for a few seconds, a few races ago. Here to enjoy the fair with her family.
The starter now gathering the field for the upcoming 10th race. Turning in on their way to the gate.
This is
Sponsored by Bruisman Concrete Ready Mix. It's the Amish race, going for $1,500 and a lot of bragging rights if you cross the wire a winner here. It's Amish time here at the Ashtabula County Fair. The gate is rolling. From the rail out, we do have the Leaping Cowboy and Christopher Miller. High as a Kite, Danny Miller. Pure Rock, Marlon Bontrager. I Got All Net, and David Miller. Not the one at the Meadowlands. And on the outside, Raj's Blue Line, Jason Byler and the Sulky as they swing through the stretch for the Amish race. And here they come. The Leaping Cowboy is on a break. Here, off and racing, and it's Pure Rock who looks for the lead. I Got All Nets there on the outside as they move around the turn. Raj's Blue Line is on a dead run. Right there towards the rail is High as a Kite, and way back the trailer is the Leaping Cowboy as they move on up the back stretch, and out there with the lead it's Pure Rock now by 2. Over there in second is High as a Kite. I Got All Net is third. Raj's Blue Line is fourth, and the Leaping Cowboy, Christopher Miller, may be late to church on Sunday as they go to the 3/4-mile marker of the race by the opening quarter in 31 seconds. Into that final turn they go, and the leader is Pure Rock who is on top. Now to the outside, here comes High as a Kite and Danny Miller trying to pick them both off. I Got All Net and David Miller as they turn for home. Marlon Bontrager and Pure Rock leads the way. Over their second is High as a Kite, but it is Pure Rock, purely the best in here. Finishing second was a High as a Kite, and I Got All Net is third. Time of the half mile, 1:01 and 2.
Well, as we finish it with the Amish race, the final horse across, the Leaping Cowboy, the driver Christopher Miller losing his helmet as it was hanging on. But so that wraps up a full day, the second day of racing from Jefferson, Ohio, and the Ashtabula County Fair. Glad you were able to be with us for 2 good days of racing. Again, a double today for Jason Thompson and Kurt Sugg as we wrapped up the 9 races today with the Colt Day. Filly Day was yesterday. We've got racing over on our Facebook page from Croton. Don't forget, tomorrow we are back at Croton for day 2 from there. And then on Sunday, we've got Salina at 12:30 and Zanesville at 1 o'clock. I'll be in Zanesville with Don Tiger. Austin Scott will be with Jessica Schroeder at Salina. So another fine day of racing. We're glad you were with us. Want to thank our sponsors who have been with us all year, and want to thank you, the viewers, because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be out here doing this. We appreciate you watching. We appreciate all your comments, and hopefully you'll stick around to watch some more racing the rest of this summer as we are hitting the halfway point of our racing season. So that'll do it from the Ashtabula County Fairgrounds in Jefferson, Ohio. For Trot and Pace's Don Holden, I'm Frank Frost saying so long, everybody. We'll see you at a fair sometime soon. Have yourself a great Friday afternoon. Goodbye, everybody. This has been Ohio County Fair Racing. Ohio County Fair Racing is brought to you by thestable.ca. the Ohio State University Veterinary Medical Center, Midland Acres, Cool Winds Farm, and Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Ohio County Fair Racing is a presentation of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association.